Alright, so it's important, like I just did there, let the grinder stop before you do anything else. Don't set down because otherwise the grinder will run on you. So I'm gonna grab a pair of gloves. These are gonna be pretty hot. I might need to get my thicker gloves, but this is what I got for right now. Just gonna go ahead and kind of trace this out again. I think if I had generally just kind of round it, I think it's pretty much in the shape that it needs to be in. Alright guys, I got that plate ground out into shape. I'm just going to go ahead, I drilled one hole, so I got to try to mark this out and drill the other hole for the bracket to bolt it down into place. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't think I can sneak the drill bit through there. So the only thing I think I might be able to cheat it with is... no, it doesn't really like that either. I think we're just going to have to go off the gasket on this one. I'm going to put that guy there, line that up with where that hole is here, and I'm just going to have to try to line it up as best as I can with the gasket. Or I could use a better drill press. So I grabbed the gasket from me, but I made a mark, so let's see if that sort of lines up. Alright, so that looks like, I think it's gonna work. Let's try drilling it the rest of the way and see if it mounts up on the That was a little sketchy. I don't like that. Clean it up from the backside. Alright, let's see if it mounts up on the block. I think it's gonna work. Yep, so there's my two bolts. They both thread in there. So I'm gonna take that off. And I guess maybe I'll sandblast it quickly and then I'll paint it. And then we'll show you guys the next step. So let me get a little bit of acetone again. Alright, so that's good on there. Let me go get some silicone. Alright, so I've kind of become a fan of this stuff. It's called The Right Stuff. You guys remember the old, what was it? I think it might have been a Vanilla Ice. Or maybe MC Hammer. The Right Stuff. Alright, so I got this gasket sealer here. This is the best gasket sealer I think you can get. It says in 90 minutes it's ready to use. So it doesn't matter for us right now because we're not going to run this today. But if you're working in a shop, you need to use this stuff, because a lot of the gasket sealers won't you let it sit overnight, and you don't have that kind of time if you're in a shop, right? You want to fix it, get it out the door, and say see you later. So that's why I like this stuff, because it hardens up in like 90 minutes. It says they might even make a 30-minute version. So I'm just gonna go around here. Make sure I got an even coat all the way around. I do have a couple of chunks left over. I don't want any chunks in it. And something like that. Maybe a little bit thicker. Something like so. Alright. So now I'm gonna go ahead and take my fuel pump block off plate that we made the other day. Set that plate on there. I should have painted it silver, it'd match better. Sounds like it's got some dirt in the threads. It's almost there. That one's good. This one will tighten it a little bit more. Alright, I think that looks pretty good. So now we've got our block off plate in. I'll show you what we eliminated. We had this big old fuel pump on here that wasn't being used, and you can see all the oil coming out around here. So I bet that'll be a lot less oil kind of spewing everywhere from that. Once that dries up, no oil is going to be leaking out of there. I changed the jets in the back of the carburetor. I'll show you a video on that, guys, later. And this now would be ready to go back on the motor. Let's go over to the engine and we'll try to clean up the gasket surface on the motor. I'll start shuffling some tools over that direction.